So today I'm going to see what happens when we take a toilet paper roll and put it in a bowl that has salt water in it. And I'm going to leave it in a sunny window for 5 days to observe what happens. What you'll need is a toilet paper roll that you've cut into a shape of a crown and then kind of folded out the edges. You'll need a bowl. I'm going to do 2 different ones, so we'll see if the size. Water and salt. So you're going to take in a ruler. It says to take about 1 inch of water, and if you don't have a ruler, that's okay. I can show you how to use it by measuring your finger. That's almost an inch. I think it'll do. Your finger, if you go to like this part of your finger, just one little bend part or a little bit above that, that is about an inch. So if you don't have a ruler, you can measure using your finger like that. So you're gonna take about 1 inch of water, and I already measured out, but this is 3 teaspoons of salt. You're gonna pour that into the water. It doesn't say anything about mixing it, so I'm just gonna leave it. Spread it out evenly. And on one of these, I'm gonna see what happens if we put food coloring in it, and I'm gonna do it with the blue bowl. I'm just gonna put 3 dots, okay? And then you take your crown, and like a crown that you wear, and you place it in the bowl. Hopefully it won't float away. And then you take it to a sunny window on the ledge, and you put it there. And then I'll check back throughout the next few days, and on day 5, I will show you what we have. So this is 2 full days later. There's an extra one that Dabney did on the left in the pink bowl. That was actually a white paper towel roll. And she put some green food coloring in it so you can kind of see some green tints. The blue bowl has some blue tints to it. I know it's kind of hard to see in the video, it's kind of dark. But when we finish it, and then here's the one that just has the salt and water. So it's been 5 full days since I placed the toilet paper crayons in the water with salt in a windowsill. And I have 3 different ones. I have one that was just salt and water with no food coloring, one that has food coloring with the salt and water, and one that Dabney did, which was an actually white toilet paper roll with food coloring and salt and water. So I'm going to pull each one out and we're going to look at them and see what happened. So I'm going to start with Dabney's first. Now, she added food coloring, and because it's white, you can see all the food coloring that was in there. And she did purple and green, and at the bottom, it turned a pretty color. And if you look on the outside and inside, they're covered in the salt. And they're stiff. Like this, I can bend. But this, it's really hard. There's a layer right there of where the salt has deposited. Now this one was a brown toilet paper roll with a blue food coloring. You can also see that it's changed some colors, but you can see the salt on there much better. Probably because this was white, and then the salt is also white. And up here again, stiffer. Here is not as stiff. And it looks like little crystals all up here on the crown part. And some of it even is thicker than the other parts of it. And the one that was just water and salt, you can see tons of crystals that formed at the top. Now what I'm thinking happened is that when the sun helped absorb the water into the toilet paper roll, the salt also made its way up there. It's kind of weird to think that a piece of salt moved all the way up here when the water was evaporating, but it looks like it did. So it's a cool, just little neat experiment to do to see what happens. Maybe you could do this and see if you add any other variables. Have a great day and see you Friday for Google Meets.